and feeling about this.
What is going on, everyone? We are back from yet another hiatus. I kind of came back for Skeleton Crew. Ended up not finishing Skeleton Crew. But we're back this time. We're getting preparation for the Andor Season 2 premiere, which premieres tomorrow. So today I decided we're going to kick things back off with going over Star Wars Celebration 2025, which some of you may know happened last week. We're just going to do a quick video, get myself back into the group of recording, and we're going to go over the stuff that they went over in Star Wars Celebration, and I'm going to give my opinions on it, because everyone wants to hear those, obviously. So we are going to get back to a nice, consistent schedule. Again, I said I went on hiatus. I adopted this little monster right here who's distracting me from my recording. Go. I adopted that little monster. I graduated from college, and I'm job hunting, so it was hard to get back into the swing of actually recording and streaming. All those respects. But for now, we're going to go ahead and go over Star Wars Celebration. So there were a few things that they went over. Some of the major things, obviously the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, Andor Season 2, Ahsoka Season 2, a couple of game announcements, a couple of random collaborations. But yeah, so we'll just scroll right down for the first thing that they start off with, which is Star Wars Visions Volume 3, which Star Wars Visions is one of the few things that Disney's put out that I've actually enjoyed. I liked Season 1. I didn't really care for Season 2 all that much, but it's a fun little side project, and I don't mind it. And it's always non-canon, obviously, so it's more fun to enjoy. Kind of like the Devil May Cry show that came out. It's something that I could actually enjoy for a little bit. But I'm excited for that. And then we have the Fortnite announcement. There's a Fortnite collaboration, Galactic Battle, which, I'm not going to lie, the trailer looks really fun for it. The Star Wars collaborations is a few things that get me back into Fortnite. So, when that drops, we'll get the crew together. We'll get Zay, we'll get Indy, we'll get Matt. We'll probably play this on channel. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't. I'm definitely going to do it. So I might as well just put that on the channel. Of course, we have Season 2 of Andor. The 3-episode premiere comes out tomorrow, so we will be doing... What I'm planning on doing is the first episode review, second episode review the next day, third episode review on Thursday. That's probably going to be the best way I can bundle that together into one actual digestible material. I'm trying to upload more often, too, so it's probably better for that. I'm actually excited for Andor Season 2. Cautiously excited, because I did just get finished watching Daredevil, and Daredevil was a massive disappointment, and I was excited for Daredevil too. But, Andor is probably one of the best things that Disney Star Wars has put out. So, I hope they don't ruin it. So we'll see how Season 2 is. And then we have followed up by the Ahsoka announcement, which I am dreading. Some of you guys may not know this. I hated Ahsoka Season 1. I think they ruined Thrawn. I think they ruined Ahsoka. I think they ruined Sabine. And I think they ruined Ezra. There's no character that made it out of Ahsoka Season 1 that I liked except Baylan Skoll, which, unfortunately, they had to recast. So, we'll see. We'll cover Ahsoka when it comes out. I'm not looking forward to it. The other announcement that I am actually kind of optimistic towards is the Star Wars Zero Company. Which is a turn-based tactical shooter, which is funny. I just got off of an XCOM 2 kick. I was playing XCOM 2 for like a good solid 3 months. I just beat it. So I'm into a tactics turn-based shooter. And I feel, watching this trailer for Zero Company, I got a lot of XCOM vibes off of it. So, I'm excited about that. I think it's a cool genre. It's a good genre to tackle with Star Wars. I mean, a lot of the XCOM 2 mods that I looked at, you could just turn it into a Star Wars game. It's essentially just that. So I'm excited for it. The trailer looks really good. Star Wars games are usually killing it. Obviously, I don't count Outlaws, but, Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor, those have been good games. I think if Zero Company goes the Jedi Survivor route and not the Star Wars Outlaws route, or they actually polish it and it comes out actually done and they don't need to fix a lot of it, I think it'll be a really good show. The other announcement we have is a Star Wars season of Rebuild the Galaxy, which is a Lego Star Wars show that I genuinely didn't know existed. I just learned about its existence today. So The good old Y-Wing, you're a well-informed Star Wars channel. Didn't even know this was a thing. Then they gave us a featurette of the Star Wars The Old Republic, which, as you might know, is the online MMO. It's been out for about 13 years now. They did a featurette basically celebrating that. Old Republic's a fine game. It's from a bygone era, so it still kind of has that spirit of old Star Wars that people enjoy. I don't mind it. Here's one of the big announcements that they're talking about. So there is a new movie that is set for May 28th, 2027. It's Star Wars Starfighter. It's featuring Ryan Gosling, and it's directed by Sean Levy, who, as you may know, made the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. I hate this. There are several reasons why I hate this, but we're going to go into some of the main reasons why. In this Star Wars Starfighter, obviously, the idea of a show that's centered around dogfighting in space, it's beautiful. But we were supposed to get that already. There was supposed to be a fucking Rogue Squadron show that was getting made at one point. That's no longer getting made, and now they're getting this thing instead. And the worst part about Star Wars Starfighter is it takes place, I believe they said, 5 years after The Rise of Skywalker, Episode 9. So, Disney, in their magnificent wisdom, still hasn't fucking learned anything. We're still going off of the sequel trilogy that no one likes. And instead of getting our Rogue Squadron movie, we're getting a random offshoot Starfighter movie that we should have just been Rogue Squadron. And they cast Ryan Gosling. You know who Ryan Gosling could have been a great actor for? Corran Horn in Rogue Squadron. Lucasfilm, you fucking idiots. Again, the movie could be good. I think 2020, by the time 2027 rolls around, like, Star Wars hype is done. I don't think anyone's going to see this movie. It's not going to have any characters anyone cares about. It's not going to be based off of anything that anyone cares about. It takes place in the saga of the movies that half the audience hates. I don't think this is a good idea. In fact, I think this movie might end up getting canceled. It says 2027, so maybe this movie's already in development right now, but actually no, I'm lying here. It's going into production right now. I don't even think this is going to make it. I don't even think this is going to get Batwoman or Batgirl or Ironheart movie. It's going to get probably swept under the rug. I don't think this movie's going to get made. I'm not going to okay. I don't want to watch it, but I will watch it for the sake of the channel. But that's Star Wars Starfighter. I don't like the idea of it. I like the concept. I don't like where they're putting it. I don't like the direction they're going with it. They have a lot of talent. Again, they could be the best movie ever made, but if you're not going to make a movie that the fans actually want to see, it's not going to work. But anyway, that's it. The other movie announcement we got was the Mandalorian Grogu movie, which comes out next year, which I thought it was supposed to come out this year. Clearly, I was wrong in that regard. There was a trailer that some people got to see. I didn't get to see it. I get to see snippets of it on TikTok, so I'm not going to go into detail on what the trailer is about. But from what other channels who actually got to see the trailer said, like Star Wars Theory saying, it looks like it's going to be just... It was supposed to be what Season 4 of Mandalorian was supposed to be. Then they condensed it down into a movie. But from what I gather, it sounds like it's just filler. And considering the fact that this is supposed to lead up to Jon Favreau's Mandoverse movie, which is coming off of the cusp of Ahsoka Season 2. So Mando Season 3 aired in 2023. It's already been 2 years since then. It'll be 3 years since that season came out, those movies coming out. A lot of people didn't like Mandalorian Season 3. I don't think... This is one of the first movies to come out in years from Lucasfilm, so maybe people will go and see this. Obviously, I'm going to go see it because I have to for this channel. I have to review the major movie that comes out. But I don't think there's enough Star Wars hype to... This movie has to make a lot of money. Unless they shot it for really cheap. They haven't announced any of the funding or any of the budget for these movies yet, so... Who knows? Maybe they were able to make it for $180 million like they did The Acolyte. The Acolyte was $180 million, so I imagine this movie is going to be more. But we'll see. As far as the movie is concerned, we'll see how that turns out. But they did give a trailer for the movie. Moving along, we have the new covers for a manga adaptation for Thrawn, the actual Timothy Zahn 2027 Thrawn novel, which I had somewhere. It's not here. But I will probably end up buying this. I like the manga adaptations I've seen so far. I actually picked up this Mandalorian. This was episode 1 of Mandalorian in a manga form. And I found this while I was in Japan. I found it in a bargain bin store. It was 700 yen. So I bought it. And I love the idea of manga adaptations. Obviously, I'm a huge anime fan. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I love when they mix. So I will probably end up getting this Thrawn manga when it gets released. But again, that's just them adapting stuff that they already know works. They were also doing a Fallen Order manga, which I mean, I might get. I'm not too keen on Fallen Order, but still, it's a pretty cool announcement. They've also released some new toys. A manga panel. That's fortunate. All right, so some of the collaborations we've got: Monopoly Go, Star Wars Edition. This is something, I guess. As funny, as stupid as this might be, I might get the guys to play this on channel. We might just do this for fun. That's it. It's Monopoly. It's Monopoly. It's Star Wars. There's nothing else you can do. Monopoly Go kind of sucks the UI on it's terrible. Well, then again, I haven't played it in a couple years, so maybe they've updated it, but we'll see. There's a K2SO Lego premiere. Here we go. Young Jedi Adventures Season 3. Here's another thing that I forgot existed. I didn't know this show had a Season 2. I thought this show hadn't come out yet. So that just goes to show, maybe I'm not the target audience, so maybe I didn't even get trailers for this. I didn't know this show was on Season 3. I thought this show hadn't even come out yet. But shows what I know. Next, we had a celebration of the MetaQuest games, and then they announced a new... I'm sorry. Yeah. All right. We'll get that out. Next, we have a new VR game that's been announced for the Quest. It's called Star Wars Beyond Victory, which is a pod racing game. Essentially, you're racing your pod. It's a mixed reality combined. So there's some augmented reality things where you can just play in your room, and then there's some full VR sets. I have a Quest 3. It's hiding in a drawer somewhere. I haven't gotten to play it since I got the dog because there's no space anymore, and I don't want to hit her while I'm playing. So I haven't even pulled my Quest out in months. But I mean, Vader Immortal is a great game. Probably one of the best Star Wars games that have been made. And then Tales from the Outer Rim, I believe is what it was called, was the other game that they showcased, which was fun. I thought they were going to give us more DLC for that, but they didn't. It was actually a really fun game. You got to feel what it was like being like a scoundrel with blasters, and there was like a side quest where you got to be a Jedi for a little bit. And I thought they were going to give us more of that, but I guess they're done with that game. We're not getting any more of that. We're getting this game instead because it's made from the same developers as Vader Immortal and Tales from the Outer Rim. So I guess they're not working on those games anymore. So that's kind of a disappointment, but this game looks all right. I mean, you get to work on... If you get to customize your pod, and there were some bits in the trailer where you actually got to work on your pod, which I thought was pretty cool. Yeah, and then they were showcasing Vader Immortal there. But yeah, I think... Yeah, here's part... This is a scene right here where you actually get to like work on your pod racer, which I think could be really cool. If it's done properly, could be a fun game. And that is it for the reveals. Let's scroll back up. So yeah, that is it for the reveals from Star Wars Celebration. All in all, not a whole lot. You can tell they're avoiding the announcing a bunch of projects in advance for like movies and TV shows and stuff. I guess because they realized they end up scrapping them halfway through. There were a couple announcements that had been made. Was that the Rey movie that no one asked for, that no one cares about, and that no one's going to go see is still in development. The Charmino Bay Chinoy Rey movie is still in development. It is still happening. They are swearing to us that it is happening. Hooray. No one cares about that show. No one's going to go see it. Again, unless they make that movie on the cheap, they're going to lose money on that movie. I don't see a world where you can make that movie for anything less than $200-300 million. If it makes $400 or $500 million, it's going to barely probably break even. I don't foresee it making that much money, especially since no one fucking likes Rey. But we'll see. And that was it for what they covered on Star Wars Celebration. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We're going to be getting back in the swing of things. We're starting with our Andor Season 2 reviews starting tomorrow. And after that, we will roll things out. We're going to try to do at least 3 videos a week covering all the Star Wars news. We're going to do a podcast episode hopefully this week where we talk about Andor Season 2. I'm going to try to get all the guys to watch it, try and review it. We're going to get back into it. We're going to stick to it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and I will see you guys for Andor Season 2 Episode 1 premiere. Thanks for watching.